Friday moves. Hey, you watch Cobra Kai?
Nah.
Donnie, you watch Cobra Kai? No? What the hell's wrong with you guys? You don't watch Cobra Kai? What the hell wrong with you? What is going on, Crypto fam? Happy Monday, and welcome back to Sin City Crypto. I am one of your co-hosts, David, and we are coming at you live from our studios here in Sin City, Nevada. Another one of our live shows. I'm one of your co-hosts, David. I think I said that earlier, but if I didn't, there you go. Double introduction. Now, with that out of the way, real quick disclaimer, we ain't financial advisors, DYOR. With that being said, allow me to introduce you to my co-host, Small Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out,
What the hell wrong with you?
ain't nothing wrong with it. If it's your first time here, how the hell did you find us? That's my first question.
My bad.
Now, if you haven't liked the video yet, do us a favor. Drop a like on the video. How many likes we got so far? 9 likes, 10 people.
9!
Who didn't like the video? What the hell
James.
wrong with
It
you?
was James. I know it.
It was James, definitely.
James, what's up, man?
And then, if you haven't subscribed yet, what the hell wrong with I think everybody here is probably subscribed by now.
Yeah. They better be. Shit.
For sure. And hit that notification bell. Also, quick shout out to Global Media. They help us broadcast to other channels than just YouTube. And then here, we don't just do live streams.
What do we do?
We also do deep dives. Check out the live streams, which we're already at right now.
We bringing the fire today.
We off to a rocky start today, my dude.
Delirious today.
Yeah. And then, that's it, right? That's
Subscribe.
Yeah, we got. That's my whole intro right
Ring
there,
the
right?
bell.
Did I say hola yet? Hola! If I haven't done that yet, I'm going to go drop another one. All right, let's give a quick shout out to the chat here. Congratulations, Russell, for being the first one in the chat.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, my dude. We're going to congratulate the first in the chat from here on out.
Yes.
So, Russell, you are the winner of nothing. And Stereo 2, welcome. Also, Mayad, Garrett, HP, Chef. We also have James and Nick up in the house.
Wheelin' dealin' James Wheelan. What is up, my dude? How you guys doing? How was your weekend? I hope you guys woke up today happy. Today, the markets are pumping. I am so surprised that our thumbnail didn't say, Bitcoin to 100,000. The bull market's back. I was like, Robin.
What was our thumbnail?
It was
What did it
Bitcoin breakout.
Okay.
Was it Bitcoin breakout? It was, major Bitcoin breakout.
There we go.
So, which it is. And so, we are mixing things up. We are mixing up the format of our show. We are introducing a brand new segment today and every Monday moving forward. Thanks to our boy, HP, for the amazing idea, Overreaction Monday. We talk about the biggest headlines and whether it's an overreaction or not an overreaction. So with that being said, first thing we are going to get into moving forward is the overall markets. So let's take a look at what we got going on. What the hell is going on in the markets today? So we are, let me refresh this page for you, my friends. We are currently up 3.5% overall. Bitcoin dominance is at 42.6%. Robin's choking over there. And Ethereum is at 18.3% dominance. The total market cap of all of cryptocurrency is $1.83 trillion.
And we over 41K, baby.
41,189 for Bitcoin, up 5.5% on the day. Ethereum, not really moving.
Bitcoin is moving.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ETH is like.
we back on track.
Back
Back on track to that 50K Bitcoin.
And at the end of our show, we will go a little more in-depth on our analysis on the markets, where we'll do some TA, and Bitcoin is one of the coins we are doing TA on today. And then just to kind of go back,
I want to say real quick, David, I messed up, man. I had popcorn before we went live, and now I got that piece of kernel stuck in the back of my throat. Advice: if you ever
first world
decide to roll out your own YouTube channel, do not eat popcorn before you go live. Perhaps a piece of kernel will get stuck in the back of your throat, hindering the success of the show.
Yes, yeah. What Robin said. PSA, public service announcement. ETH not really moving. We're sitting at 2,800, only up 1.7% on the day. BNB still under $400, which in my opinion is a great buy. Not financial advice. XRP sitting at 75 cents. Terra Luna has been absolutely pumping, up 62% over the last 7 days. Allow me to take a gander. Who had Terra Luna? DFib. Where's DFib at?
Where DFib at?
DFib had Terra Luna. Alina had Terra Luna. Russell had Terra Luna.
You talking about for this week coming up?
This week, Nick had Terra Luna. Zombie. Sweet potatoes. And that's it. So congratulations to you if you have Terra Luna in your blockchain parlay. Also, if you're new to our show and our channel, please drop a hello. We would love to give you a shout out on the show. So Terra Luna, with that big move, they are now sitting at number 7, right behind XRP, about $4.3 billion behind to take over the number 6 spot. Cardano sitting still under $1 at 93 cents. And then rounding out the top 10, we have Solana and Avalanche. Now, let's look at the biggest gainers and biggest losers. So for the day, Cadena is the biggest gainer so far, up 10.5%.
Who's the Cadena homer?
HP. HP's a big Cadena guy.
Is it HP?
Yeah. He got in. HP. Did you get in on ICO? No, I don't remember if you did or not. If you did, awesome. If you didn't, either way, I know you're holding a pretty big bag. Your portfolio is looking pretty juicy right now, my dude. Terra Luna comes in number 2. Then we have Oasis Network, which is pretty cool. It's one of the only projects that are in the top 100 that is owned, well, not owned, but that is headed up by a female, which is great. And then you have Solana up 8.8 over the last 24 hours. Some of the biggest losers, Convex Finance is down 5.5%. Anchor, which saw a huge pump over the last week and a half, is now down 5.5% on the day, still up 47% over the week. And then the Bitcoin, or what is it, Bybit or Bitfinex? The Leo, is that Bitfinex?
Yeah, that's the
BitConnect, right?
Yeah,
no, Bitfinex.
Yeah, Bitfinex. Yeah,
BitConnect.
Bitfinex.
Yeah, Robin said. And then Polkadot, man, Polkadot, you disappointed me, bro. Polkadot down 2.7%, sitting at $17.64. This has a Cardano feel to it. They're taking their sweet time, but first parachain is live with Moonbeam. The other parachains are to follow. They are doing more auctions. So a lot of things happening behind the scenes for Polkadot. Not really seeing it reflected in the price right now.
They've already done 3 auctions, by the way.
What's up?
So they've already done 3 auctions.
They have 6 of the slots filled. So we'll see when the other ones get filled. So yeah, markets are looking good. Let us know what is your biggest plus in your portfolio today. What coin is giving you the biggest boost to your portfolio with the markets moving up? You got anything to add on the kind of just the overall markets, Robin, before we get into our first segment? Second segment?
Not really, man. I'm just I see a lot of price movement. I think it being Monday, there's just a lot of Wall Street's looking good. How's Wall Street looking, actually?
Wall Street?
I know this morning I took a peek at it. It was
the
looking
Dow
good.
is down.
Yeah.
So we have the Dow Jones is currently down 377 points. S&P is down almost 1%. NASDAQ is down 0.25%. The Japanese markets are up. And then the Hang Seng, which is the main one in China, is down as well. Wonder what the Russian markets are looking like.
Oh, yeah. Those are not looking good.
Not looking good. Well, that's what you get for invading a freaking country. So there you go.
Well, with the Russia and Ukraine thing, I was, obviously none of us are there, and you can only get what the media is telling you. So you can take that with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, the media is just going to push whatever narrative they're trying to portray. But a lot of truth does come out of it. You just got to got to figure out what the truth is, or at least try to use your best analysis. Anyways, where I'm getting at, I saw that Ukraine's putting up a good fight against Russians. So I guess the Russians just assumed that they were just going to come in, and the Ukrainians were going to welcome them with open arms. And honestly, like they thought they were going to come in, they're going to blow up some of their military defenses, just roll in. Ukraine's gonna be like, "Yay, Russia's here," and it's actually very far from that. And the citizens have been armed. They've been giving out assault rifles to all the citizens who want one, and they're doing a pretty good pushback there. There's also been a lot of anti-vehicle weaponry that's been sent in from Germany, U.S., and some other players as well. And so, yeah, it's
And Sweden. I was watching the news. So I was born in Sweden. And typically, Sweden and all the other Scandinavian countries like Finland, Denmark, and Norway are typically they stay out of conflict, right? They're kind of do their own thing. They don't get in on one side or the other. Sweden actually is sending weapons and artillery to Ukraine.
what kind of weapons do they have? Well, like
I don't know,
frozen
man.
fish
but
launcher.
They, in recent memory, they haven't done this. So this is pretty big. Just goes to show you what the rest of the world thinks about the situation. Ukraine, keep fighting. Keep fighting, my friend.
Yeah, so I think that's big. I think because Ukraine is holding forces back, there's also talks of like some kind of peace talks or something. Anyways,
They're actually having
Ukrainian ambassadors and Russian ambassadors are having discussions. They don't think anything's really going to play from it, but I think all of those things culminating together, and with the markets opening today, I think it's not so much doom and gloom like it was last week. You don't get it twisted. Ukrainian forces are extremely outnumbered. The Russians have very, very powerful military, second largest air force in the world. The only thing that's kind of holding them back, which is a good thing, is that they don't want to bomb the citizens. And so it's hard to take over a city without bombing it. So, I mean, just imagine all the civilians are sitting in buildings, with machine guns hanging out the windows. So in the traditional wartime tactics would be to bomb the crap out of it. And thank God Russia has respect for the Ukrainian citizens. Their idea was to go in there and annex the country and make it their own, and then convert the citizens. They don't want to alienate the population. So that's where we're at on that. But anyways, are you ready, bro?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to roll our new segment out. We're going to do this every Monday. So this is our Overreaction Monday. Let's go.
Wow, that was amazing. That was awesome. All right, so first Overreaction Monday. I'm going to briefly preface it with an article. So go ahead and pull up my laptop, Donnie. New Yorkers are locked out of a crypto coin made just for them. New Yorkers are barred from buying or selling a cryptocurrency created especially for them. The project allows people to invest in New York by mining and buying the tokens while also potentially profiting themselves from any price appreciation. So here's a statement. City coins don't work and are a waste of time. Is that an overreaction or not an overreaction? Robin, you go ahead and take the lead on this one.
Well, I'm going to say it's not an overreaction. Even though I feel like you're the guy that, like, as soon as Solana has one roadblock, it's like you just throw your hands up and you're ready to dismiss the entire project.
So you think they are a waste of time?
No, here's the thing. In reality, blockchains, especially in their infancy or after their initial rollout or when they're still new, they have a lot of hiccups, especially when they start growing and scaling. And, this is just another example of this is the growing pains that every single blockchain goes through. Nobody is immune to these things. I mean, Bitcoin had its issues. There was potential hack issues with Bitcoin. It never really got exploited because when it was still new in its infancy, Bitcoin didn't have such a big network, so there wasn't so many people attacking it. But these issues were found, resolved, and you know what? Bitcoin's had a great track record since then. But if you were to release the original Bitcoin network today in its original coding, without any adjustments, it would be hacked. But with that said, Bitcoin has never been hacked, and so it's one of the most stable. But outside of that, Ethereum, everything you can think of has had hack issues or at least backdoors, coding problems that have been found. So, Citycoin, no different, and just one problem of many to come. So it's not gonna be the last.
So you don't think it's an overreaction?
Not at all.
So they don't work, and it's a waste of time.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that Citycoin will be fine, and this whole like, oh, it had a problem, let's not use it. It's a little ridiculous.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think it's a way overreaction. Now, not to discount the issue, because if something is broken, that's a major problem. But I believe in the project. It runs on the Flow blockchain, right?
Citycoin?
Yeah.
Stacks.
Is it Stacks?
Stacks.
Well, so it runs on the Stack blockchain, and so with that, great protocol base layer, and so great team behind it. There's a big community for it too.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I mean, we see how invested Miami is on it. So I think they'll be fine.
So everyone's loving the graphic. By the way, you can thank Robin for that. It worked. How long did it take you to make that graphic?
2 years. And not only am I a cryptocurrency expert, also a graphic design genius.
All right. I'm actually going to agree with Robbie. I'm going to agree with Robin on this one. I think it is an overreaction. This is just one instance. If you go back and look at the original one, which is going to be Miami Coin, look what it's done for the city, how much money it's brought in for the citizens. They're even talking about having the city coin revenue possibly replace state income, or not, state income tax. That's freaking huge. You're essentially giving everyone a pay raise, and that might be depending on what. And I know Florida doesn't have a state tax, do they? Or they do?
No. Florida doesn't.
They do. They do not.
They do not. So Florida doesn't, Texas doesn't, and neither does Nevada.
In the case, and California doesn't either, right? They have the highest one. So in the case of Florida, it might not make, as far as the point I'm trying to prove is, with revenue coming from these city coins, you can replace the income tax people are paying on a state level, which essentially you're giving everyone a pay raise without any money being coming out of the pocket of the companies or any extra taxes being paid on a raise that you typically would if you were an employee. So just because this whole issue with the New York one doesn't invalidate every other city coin that's current or that's going to be coming in the future. So I definitely think this is an overreaction. City coins are great. I'd love to see a city coin in every single city in the US. Will it happen? We don't know. Should it happen? I believe it should. Only good things can come out of it. So, yeah. Next one. Ukraine, Bitcoin, and the world's first crypto war. The battle between Russia and Ukraine is, quote, the world's first crypto war, as both sides discover the advantages of borderless, permissionless currency. Experts predict Russia and its leaders will turn to crypto as a way to circumvent the economic sanctions piling up on them. So the statement is, Russia will use Bitcoin to circumvent sanctions. Is that an overreaction or is that not an overreaction? I'll go first on this one. I will say this is not an overreaction. They're already trying to do it to the extent that Ukraine has put a bounty on Bitcoin and crypto addresses that are linked to Russian government, Russian politicians. So will they be able to circumvent every sanction? I don't know. Probably not. But I think it's something that they're trying to do and they will continue to try and do. And depending on the success of Russia and how this all plays out, it could be bad. It could be bad because now sanctions, monetary sanctions, will essentially hold no weight. You'll have North Korea that'll say, screw it. We'll just adopt Bitcoin and crypto and we'll circumvent all these sanctions and we'll keep testing our ballistic missiles. You'll have Russia do the same. You'll have China do the same. So every country will now sit there and say, you know what? Sanctions aren't going to matter anymore. They're not going to hurt our economy because we have a backdoor. We have Bitcoin. We have cryptocurrency. So to me, this is not an overreaction. Russia is definitely looking to circumvent their sanctions with Bitcoin. And I think if they are successful, other countries will follow. Robin, what say you?
This is definitely an overreaction, bro.
You think it's an overreaction?
Absolutely. Every freaking YouTube channel I see, and not even just YouTube, but also on ABC, I see the news anchor interviewing somebody else talking about the potential of avoiding sanctions by using Bitcoin. Great idea. It's a cool idea. It's a very possible idea that will happen in the future. However, what are sanctions? Sanctions are limitations to the financial system, and the limitations are strictly in the form of transactions. You cannot transact with other foreign countries that are in prohibited list. So basically, Russia can't transact with Europe, Russia can't transact with America, and Russia can't use a system that was designed by the Americans that has half of the world plugged into it. That's great. Now, the thing is if you're going to transact with somebody, if you're going to avoid sanctions, on the other end, the other person needs to have the payment rails established as well. So you can circumvent the sanctions with Bitcoin, but who the hell is going to accept your Bitcoin? China ain't going to accept it. They banned the damn thing. Like, what country, like, you want to, like, okay, we're going to avoid your sanctions. We're going to use Bitcoin. Who's going to buy, who's going to sell you their oil or buy your oil in Bitcoin? Nobody has Bitcoin on hand. Nobody's sending, no country is sending money across borders from one government to the other in Bitcoin. Not happening. Not right now. I think it'll get there.
Yeah, but what about, so, with one of the sanctions the U.S. came out with, they're freezing bank accounts. Well, what if they just move that money
into... frozen. They can't
I know, but I'm saying, before the sanctions come out and you plan on going to war, you're like, sanctions are coming, let's move all of our money to Bitcoin.
But here's the thing. Majority of the sanctions, where they're crippling Russia's economy, is by hampering the cross-country payments.
SWIFT.
The SWIFT.
James mentioned
basically that. If you want to buy some canola oil from another country, you want to go, buy some motor oil.
Let me tell you about canola oil.
How much time y'all got? Anyways, it's just a means of transaction from one country to the other, basically. And not only for the governments to transact, but also the banks as well. So none of them can use the SWIFT system or the old traditional system. And so if you're going to go over to Bitcoin, it doesn't matter if your best friend or your family member doesn't have a Bitcoin address or a wallet, you can't send them a Bitcoin. Am I right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. If you go to a family reunion and nobody there has a Bitcoin wallet address, and you're over there like, yo, guys, I'm giving y'all Bitcoin. I'm like,
yeah, but how easy is it to create a Bitcoin wallet address?
Yeah, for the retail investor, yes. But how difficult would it be to move over all of the purchasing power, all the inventory, the ordering? I mean, think about it. Like, all of that infrastructure has to be built out. So, a way overreaction on this. I think people take the idea, which the idea will come to fruition. The idea will come. The countries will start using Bitcoin as a form of payment between each other. Unfortunately, it's just not set up yet. And so the idea that, Russia's going to circumvent all the sanctions, like, nah, let's not kid ourselves. Now, what you said, David, was, will sanctioned individuals start storing their wealth in Bitcoin? Absolutely. But that's not the biggest issue of Russia's economy right now. So.
Yeah. So Stereo 2 said there's a SWIFT alternative. It is called SPFS. It was created by the Russian Central Bank back in 2014.
Yeah. Once the Crimea thing happened, they started... See, they were preparing for this since 2014. So as soon as they dropped sanctions, because they never lifted the sanctions from when they annexed Crimea. And so they stuck around. So they already knew the playbook. However, I don't think I think they underestimated the economic impact that this was going to have. I mean, the ruble went down 30%. It bounced back a little bit, but it's still floating around 10% under where it was. I mean, it's pretty damn huge. And then not to mention you can't transact with and you can't transact outside the country. So if you're in Russia and you have a business overseas, I mean, think about how many people you've interacted in your life that have a business overseas or family overseas. Just think about how many of those individuals. I've met thousands of people that either have a home across the water, or they have a business, or they got family members. All three of those require monetary transactions. Either paying the mortgage, or you're paying somebody to take care of the house overseas, or you got a business and you got funds transacting back and forth. Russia's screwed, bro. Russia is screwed. And I think they're cornered there, man.
Yeah, but do you see someone like Vladimir Putin just admitting defeat, pulling out the troops and saying,
No, but he was trying to control the media, and he was doing it. They're doing a pretty good job, honestly. All the state televisions are running the narrative that they have, but what he didn't expect was the power of social media. In comparison to like China, for example, they got this big firewall that they keep the internet within the country, so you can't get outside internet.
And they
addresses.
essentially have
but
parental controls on a freaking country level.
Yeah, China does. However, Russia does. Russia's internet is the same as it is in any other free country. There's no difference there. So basically, you got your Facebook, and they don't use Facebook there. They do have the app, which the app was also frozen, so you can't even use a traditional Facebook there. But they have like the Russian version of Facebook. My wife uses it; she shows me that stuff, which is kind of interesting. I asked my wife. I was like, "Hey, what's the what's the vibes over there in Russia? Like, what are you seeing from there?" And
I think a lot of people are against it.
No. She said her social media feed. Now that's just her feed, but
Right.
she was saying that people were dismissing it like it wasn't a big thing. They were just saying like, 2021 was the year of not being able to find a PS5. Now this year it's Ukraine BS. So I don't think they're not seeing what we're seeing. So they still can talk to each other. You know what I mean? There's still a social media network. However, they're not getting a constant feed of missiles and explosions on television,
Right.
And this big pushback. All they're getting is this kind of like mix of media videos that pop up on their feed. Like, that's interesting point of view. That's kind of what I took away. And that's just one man here's wife's social media feed. So it might just be hers, because my video feed on my social media platform is different than yours and everyone else.
You got a bunch of turkey legs and gravy.
Bro, I got so many cooking videos on that thing,
So HP said, you think Russia will adopt China's internet firewall on its citizens?
No, because it's already too far adopted. And so China did this with the adoption of the internet. So they built the internet with the firewall. At this point, Russia's infrastructure is so diverse. Like, it would be like, I don't even have a comparison for that, but it's just not possible. So,
all right.
I mean, I wouldn't say nothing's possible. I mean, you could pretty much turn off the internet and then turn it back on in a certain way. So, I mean, I guess it is possible. I just don't see it happening. And then if you give somebody the power of internet across the world, and then all of a sudden you just cut off everything, and you're like, you can only use our version of everything, and people are gonna.
You can only watch Blue's Clues on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Did you watch Blue's Clues, by the way?
I did.
Me too. We just got a ladder. So there's a TikTok trend going on. U.S. Retired or people in the military that are on standby. They get a letter from the government, from the military Defense Department. We just got a letter.
Hey, I got a question.
What?
There's also another TikTok trend going on.
What?
And it's people interviewing people. Have you seen this before? On TikTok with a mini microphone.
Yes. Yeah. We talked about this.
Yeah. So anyways, I was wondering, do you think we should buy a mini microphone and take it to Miami?
Literally I told you this 3 days ago. You don't remember this conversation? I was like, those mini microphones, bro. Instead of spending fucking $1,000 on one of these big ones, we'll buy the mini one. Hey, what do you think? Michael Saylor? President Bukele? They'll probably laugh at our face and walk away from us. Man, we are stoked for Miami. If any of you are planning on going to Miami for the Bitcoin conference, let us know. We'd love to link up with you, grab a beer, hang out. It's going to be really, really fun. A lot of great speakers going there.
And lots of hola.
Robin's going to be all ola'd out when we go there.
Yeah, well, that's this very strong hola language down there.
That's right. So. A lot of Cuban Americans down there. Yeah. All right, let's move on to our next segment, the Mucho Fuego, the hot take.
It's hot.
Ooh, caliente, baby.
So James mentioned that the Russian ruble is down 30%. Well, guess what? Bitcoin has officially flipped Russia's national currency, the ruble. Is this permanent or is this temporary? Robin, you may proceed.
I am going to go with temporary.
Temporary?
Yeah. Not to discount Bitcoin. Firm believer in Bitcoin. Firm believer in the future. However, this is a gigantic pullback. This is a big red candle for Russia. I think they're going to bounce back. Who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Where the Bollinger Bands at for this?
But where the Putin bands at? But
Putin.
I think they're gonna bounce back. At the end of the day, Russia is still like number 3 or 4 economy in the world, and they're a huge global player. And just like any project that takes some red candles, any project that takes a big setback, that has a big drop off. That has been around for a while, and we always know that they're going to come back. So in the long term, I think Bitcoin will replace not only Russia. I think they're going to be probably above everybody except for maybe the U.S. And maybe they'll take over the U.S. as far as market cap as well. But, yeah, I think it's temporary. I think Russia will bounce back. They'll have the market cap. They'll have more investment. They're just a big-ass country, man.
Nope.
With millions and millions of people. I don't think they're at 1 billion people, but I think they're at over 500,000. But
nope.
And then maybe 10 years from now, David.
Nope.
10 years from now, I think it could.
Nope.
Why keep saying nope, bro?
Russia's ruble will never, ever, ever, moving forward, be worth more than Bitcoin. The flippening has happened. When you have Sweden. When you have that Sweden, yeah. They go to there, yeah. When you have Sweden sending artillery to another country to fight in a war, who in the world is going to want to transact in the ruble? Who's going to buy and hold a ruble? Not even the citizens of Russia want to do that. On top of that, Russia is stained. Russia is going to be excommunicated from the world. That government is, at least. They're going to be so sanctioned economically that the ruble is going to continue to absolutely tumble. Bitcoin will continue to rise. We will never see, moving forward, the ruble be worth more than Bitcoin. And you're right. I do agree with you. I think it's not just going to be the ruble in the future. It'll be almost every single national currency in the world, including the U.S. dollar. Well, maybe not the U.S. dollar, because the U.S. dollar is crazy. But it's definitely permanent. You got the citizens that don't even want to hold the ruble. If the citizens don't want to hold the ruble, then what makes you think anyone else is going to want to hold the ruble? Price is going to continue to go down. Bitcoin's price and value is going to continue to go up. This is permanent. Robin, you got a rebuttal?
I just want to know what kind of weapons Sweden is sending, bro. Are they like sending like bows and arrows, or
they're sending meatballs.
We call it a spork. Like, what? Get out of here.
We shall call this meatball, yeah? No, Sweden, yeah. No, seriously, though. When I saw that in the news yesterday, I was like, what? Sweden? They're like the most neutral country ever. So, again, I think Russia is going to feel the pain from the economic sanctions, not just from the U.S., from everywhere. Literally every country with the exception of like China, Belarus, and North Korea. They are going to put it to the Russian government, the Russian economy, and I feel bad for the people living there, the innocent people in Russia, because they're going to feel the economic pain as well. But outside of going to war with a country that's got the most nukes on the face of the planet, this is pretty much the way to go. So we'll never see the ruble be worth more than
Speaking of
Bitcoin.
those nukes, man, kind of scary. Off topic here, but
Oh.
the Putin readying the nuclear forces to be on high alert, prepare for launch, basically, with their nuclear missiles. Like, what is the purpose of that?
Because he wants to scare people. He wants to scare the.
Okay, my question is, who are you trying to aim them things at? That's first of all, that's like question number
Ukraine's your
one.
neighbor, right? They're not going to launch a nuke into Ukraine because it'll affect Russia.
Yeah, question one: Who are you aiming them things at? That's what I want to know. Like, are you aiming it at Ukraine because your own troops are there? That's not very smart. And then you're planning on
Literally, they're a neighboring
planning
country.
on like bringing it in, and and then what? Are you gonna nuke Germany? You're gonna shoot one at U.S. Like, who are you aiming them things at? That's what I want to know.
They just got to be on high alert.
Because I mean, at some point, you tell them it's on high alert. You got to have like some picked out coordinates or something, right?
Picked out coordinates.
No, I mean that's how they do it. They have like I've seen the movies. They have like that screen with all the little dotted lines, like pointing to like Los Angeles and New York, and I'm just curious, like who the hell who's he planning on? Who's he pointing that gun at?
Hopefully,
That's what I want to know.
Hopefully, he's aiming it at himself. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are done with our hot take. Let us know what you guys think. Do you think this is a permanent thing or a temporary thing? Let us know. Put a 1 if you think it's a permanent. Put a 2 if you think it is temporary. We are moving on to our next segment, the Chitta Chatta Talking Points. All right, so the first article we have pulled up here, crypto donations for Ukraine nears $30 million mark as support continues. Ukraine continues to record a significant inflow of crypto donations with the value approaching the $30 million mark. Crypto exchange Binance is also leading a $10 million emergency fund towards supporting Ukrainians impacted by the war. This is a tweet from CZ, which is the CEO of Binance. Binance is donating $10 million to help the humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. And they launched a crypto-first crowdfunding Ukraine Emergency Relief Fund. Our focus is providing on-the-ground support. We just care about the people. Bravo, Binance.
I know we talked about adding a link to. Why don't we get a link for that? Because he says it's the first crypto.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I want a link, and then we're gonna donate. We're gonna donate something this week.
Okay,
I'll make sure we do that.
All right.
Then we'll add the link in our description tomorrow.
Fair enough. Most donations are mainly in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and US dollar stablecoins. Furthermore, the government has been receiving donations in the form of NFTs. Can you imagine, like, someone sends you a CryptoPunk? What the fuck is this? Picture. Like, what the hell? Anyways, I'm not taking anything away from the value of those things, but like NFTs, like they're not really that liquid. Like, what are they going to do with it? Best to send, the Bitcoin or the stable coins. They need access to that money like right now, not in 6 months. The use of crypto and donations has demonstrated the sector's ability to facilitate quick cross-border funds transfer, which bypasses financial institutions. So, Robin, what's your take on this?
It's good. Nah, I mean you see the power of the crypto community. Well, first of all, you see tons and tons of cash being donated across the world. Majority of it is coming in the traditional way. I think I saw an article yesterday. There was 5 verified donation websites that you could use. None of them were crypto that I saw.
Yeah.
But there's just a ton of support from around the world, which is good, man. I mean, Ukraine's not getting any military support from anyone, so they're just kind of on this little island by themselves. The island being their country. They have Russian forces attacking from every direction. They're getting bombed, so extremely scary. So if we can help out in any way by sending a little something, even if it doesn't go directly to the troops, if it goes to the citizens to help rebuild their homes or to provide food or shelter, it's amazing. So you see the power of community, and crypto community is an extremely strong one. We see what happened with Canada and the resiliency of the Bitcoiners, basically circumventing government asset seizures. And we're like, hey, screw your asset seizures. We're gonna send Bitcoin. Try to seize that. So same can be said here. I don't think it's necessary to send crypto. If you don't have a crypto, ready to send for whatever reason, you want to donate, do it the old traditional way. Just make sure you use one of the verified donation ones. But it just shows, that even in war, which shows all the ugly sides of humankind, also it shows the beautiful side of humankind. It shows the giving, caring, and loving side of human nature, where we have compassion and sympathy, and we want to help by sending money.
Wow, Robert, I didn't think you had that in you, man. Proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
Touched my soul. So, I mean, there's not much else to talk about as far as making a point. Like, obviously, what Robin said, this is great. You see the crypto community come together. And if you're worried about sending cash and it not getting there, I feel like crypto would be a better way. You can check the transactions on the blockchain. They have all the wallets set up and everything. I'm just curious, like, are they liquidating these funds right away? Or are they kind of keeping them in there? What's going on? I would assume with Bitcoin jumping up to 41, 42,000, today, they might be liquidating some of it, but who knows? Either way, if you can afford to, help the Ukrainian people, donate some money, donate some crypto.
I mean, even if it's $5,
If everyone did $5, man, like that stuff, even if it was $1,
Yeah.
if everyone in the U.S. donated $1, that's $300 million.
Yeah.
So, come to get, or wait, what is it saying about together we are stronger? As one, we are stronger. Anyways, that was terrible. All right, we're moving on to our next article. We're staying in Ukraine. The Ukraine government offering bounty for info leading to Russian politician wallet addresses. The Ukraine government is offering a bounty for anyone with actionable information on the crypto wallet addresses of Russian politicians. There's one man for this job. Dog, the crypto bounty hunter. We got the dog, the bounty hunter, then we got Cat, the crypto bounty hunter.
Oh, what did Dog Bounty Hunter was on? He was chasing somebody recently.
I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff.
Oh, it was what was the guy that he unfortunately killed that girl when they were on the van trip across America? They were like in Utah.
I know.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I don't know his name though.
But he was down in Florida, like knocking on doors over there with his dreadlock, his one dreadlock with the little braids at the end. And I'm like, what are you, yo, old ass, get out of here, man.
I want to see him run. Oh, Brian, yeah.
Yeah, he was out there because before they realized he had disappeared, they thought he was like hiding in like his parents' house or something. And Dog Bounty Hunter's like knocking on the door. Like
Malik said, "Hola, hola,
what's up, Malik? Hola."
All right. The tips will be rewarded with a bounty paid in crypto, subject to the discretion of the politician's office. The funds will come from private crypto donations in ETH, Bitcoin, and other cryptos contributed by the Ukrainian crypto community. A lawyer by the name of Artem Afian has received 500 tips. He is spearheading the initiative, and he expects to announce a list of politicians' addresses in the next few days to share with the leading global exchanges. The government's objective in creating this program is for politicians' addresses to be marked as, quote, toxic, to disincentivize transactions involving these individuals, ultimately blacklisting them from leading exchanges. And I got one more thing highlighted here. It could be a good learning opportunity for global regulators so they can craft the appropriate rules necessary to compel crypto exchanges doing business with sanctioned nations or individuals to blacklist and publicize their wallet addresses in the interest of national security. So this is essentially setting a precedence, right?
Yo.
What?
Chef Murder said, how old is Dog the Bounty Hunter in dog years?
We'll let you do the math on that one, my friend. So back to the article. So to me, this is going to set a precedence, right? Because if they're able to get some of these wallet addresses of these politicians and they're able to get the exchanges to freeze any money moving in, moving out of these wallets, or even these wallets being able to cash out funds from crypto to fiat, is it going to be a good thing or is it going to be a bad thing? Is it something that any government, a totalitarian government, a dictatorship can come in, someone they don't like, and say, hey, we need you to freeze their account. We need you to track their wallet. Or will it be done the right way, where it's only during times of war or only during times, if a country or person gets sanctioned? What is that going to look like? What's the framework going to look like? I'm super curious. But in isolating this situation with Ukraine and Russia, I think it's great. I think it's amazing. You try to run away from the sanctions with crypto and hide behind Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Well, guess what? It ain't going to happen. Not on Ukraine's watch. So I think this is great. But again, pausing on the optimism a little bit as far as moving forward, what the landscape will look like for other countries and people that are sanctioned. Robin?
I don't know. So it's like this goes two different ways. So you have one way is it's like, okay, what are you going to do with the wallet address? You can't hack it. You can't seize it. You can't really do anything. So you can
freeze. You can freeze that wallet having access to an exchange.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Now, I mean, so you have the address. I mean, it's traceable. And the one you see the wallet address transacting to an exchange. And as you said, there's a lot of ways to circumvent that. And I think if you are in Russia and you need this because you're sanctioned, I think you're going to figure out a way to get around it. You're going to send it to other addresses and use a Tumblr service. So I don't know, but it's pretty cool though.
What do you think? Like, if this becomes successful, do you think we'll see more of this moving forward?
No. Well, no.
Okay.
No, I mean, I see what you're saying. You know what? But the sanctions are pretty rare. It's not like they're dropping sanctions across the globe.
Not for North Korea. They've been sanctioned for like 50 years.
Yeah, well, they don't transact with anybody now at this point. Their entire economy is shelled in between their own borders. So I think the only partner they have is China, essentially, their trade partner. But I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. The U.S. Department of Justice indicts BitConnect founder in $2.4 billion crypto scheme. A federal grand jury in San Diego just indicted the founder of the BitConnect crypto scheme that allegedly defrauded thousands of investors in the U.S. and abroad. The Department of Justice says that the Indian national Satish Kumbhani faces up to 70 years in prison if found guilty of wire fraud, commodity price manipulation, conspiracy to commit international money laundering, and operating an unlicensed money transmitting business. This is a quote. BitConnect operated as a Ponzi scheme by paying earlier BitConnect investors with money from later investors. In total, Kumbhani and his co-conspirators obtained approximately $2.4 billion from investors. Holy moly, that's a lot of money. The document also says that Kumbhani and his conspirators allegedly hid and relocated investors' funds by moving the assets through internationally based crypto exchanges using a number of cryptocurrency wallets. So, Robin, do you have any background on this BitConnect thing that happened?
Pull up CoinMarketCap real quick, and then look at if you go to cryptocurrencies, and then it's like historical charts or historical snapshots, and then pull up 2016 and November sometime, just one of those weeks in November. I think you'll see the BitConnect on there. They're one of the. Scroll down a little bit. Where are they at? Anyways, they were up here in 2016. You could see the big run up. They got all the way up to top 10. It might have been 2017. Try 2017. Yeah, it was probably 2017. But you'll see they had this huge run up. So much investment. That's why, like, even when you think a project is there it is, number 14.
Damn.
So just because something's in the top 20 doesn't automatically make it a safe bet. And then look at that.
Look at this. Yeah, just Absolutely.
Boom. So, I mean, and that's
Got all the way up to freaking $500.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you say like nothing is really safe proof. I mean, here's the thing. All the hype we talk about XRP, I'm heavily invested in XRP. Just a disclaimer there. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean there is a remote chance that could happen to XRP. They could be blacklisted from U.S. exchanges and from U.S. Citizens and trading here. Is it going to happen? No chance. But I mean, maybe 0.001. But here's all I'm saying is that Bitcoin is never going to do that.
Never.
And you never know. I mean, even Ethereum got hard forked, bro. I mean, the number 2 network almost collapsed. The thing almost went under. And
what do we have to show for it? Ethereum Classic.
Yeah, that's right. That Ethereum Classic is the scars of faulty code and issues. Now, BitConnect, that was malicious actors. That was people behind BitConnect basically lying to people and just straight up fraud. And so I'm glad. You know what? Put this dude in jail for 70 years. How many to get that high up? They were in the top 10 of coin market cap, or of the market cap of all of cryptocurrency in 2017 when there was a ton of hype. They were all the way up in top 10. So just think about how many people lost not only their savings, but millions of dollars, billions of dollars got lost. So pretty scary. What's up, Fred? Welcome back. Now, I don't know. That's it, man. Lock his ass up, bro.
HP wants to know, does XRP Army have nukes?
Well,
they nuke the SEC.
No, and I'm just saying, I was just using XRP as an example that it does have a potential for falling off a cliff, even though potential is tiny. But
and this whole thing with Ponzi schemes and people getting scammed out of money with these projects, it's growing. Like, so many money grabs you see, people launching projects, BS. Like, just always be careful, do your research. If you're a new investor, literally stay in the top 5. Stay in the top 5 is obviously, it's not financial advice, just what I would personally recommend. If you were my brother, my mom, my friend, anyone, and you came up to me and say, hey, blah, 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 that's what I would tell you. So it's not the first, and it won't be the last. I'm sure there's plenty of projects currently that just haven't been sniffed out yet that are doing something similar to what BitConnect did. And eventually, everything will catch up to them, but don't be one of those people left holding a worthless bag of nothing.
That BitConnect, when it fell off the cliff there, that was one of the catalysts to the bear market.
You like how we can read each other's minds?
Yeah. What am I thinking? What am I thinking right now?
You think about dark roast coffee.
No, teriyaki madness.
That sounds bomb. Donnie was pissed last time we ordered teriyaki madness. They didn't bring us any soy sauce, man. Some BS.
Yeah, man. That's
unacceptable.
That is absolutely ridiculous, man.
I almost called.
You're gonna order some Asian food and you ain't gonna send no soy sauce?
I almost went all Karen on him.
Damn.
I don't want to go all Karen. All right, let's move on. So this news is pretty big. And honestly, it would have been the first topic we covered if it wasn't for what's going on in the world with Ukraine and Russia. eBay to add crypto payment options soon, says the CEO. The e-commerce giant aims to become the marketplace for millennials and Gen Zers. And given their rising interest in crypto, new payments will bring in new customer base. And then this is the CEO, Jamie Ione, said they're going to integrate crypto payments soon. The internet marketplace is among the oldest e-commerce platforms, now looking to become the go-to platform for Gen Z and millennials. An official announcement could be made during the upcoming Investors Day on March 10th. Already managing $85 billion of volume on his platform directly, bringing crypto payments to eBay will be absolutely ginormous. They're not as big as Amazon, but they're pretty much the next best thing. We'll take Alibaba out of it. They'll be the
So if you had $100 in Bitcoin, would you buy something on eBay? Like Punderwood, who's in the chat. What's up, bro? What you spending?
Oh, what's up, Punda?
Yeah, man.
Hey, Punder, will you please confirm to everyone that you have received your prize money of $100 in Bitcoin for winning the blockchain parlay? Thank you, my friend. Just confirm. We don't want people thinking we're BS. We're the men. We're men of our words. If we have two words, then we're men of both words. Ione also said that the company changed its policies last year to make the e-commerce platform a place to buy and sell anything, be it physical or a digital commodity, aka NFTs, aka cryptocurrency. However, it won't be the company's first attempt at crypto payments. If you remember, eBay tried integrating Bitcoin in 2014. So they were super ahead of the game. Not sure what happened back then. Probably the ecosystem wasn't big enough, wasn't robust enough, couldn't support the amount of volume eBay does. But here you go. eBay. When is Amazon going to throw its hat in the ring? Amazon, the hell wrong with you? You ain't accepting crypto? What the hell wrong with you? Right, Rob?
That's right. What the hell wrong with you?
So this is great. I wonder what the cryptocurrencies that are going to be available to buy and sell with is going to be. Please, please, for the love of God, do not include Litecoin.
Yeah, I knew
Please.
that was coming.
Please.
Bro, you know they're going to include
So
Litecoin.
useless. Do Bitcoin, do Ethereum, do
Well,
Cardano.
Litecoin is a payment. It was designed to be a payment coin.
Well, the design has failed. The design has failed miserably. And I want to meet the people behind the project because you guys suck. You guys literally suck. How are you even in the top 20? I don't know.
You
All right.
know, apparently we've cut off any communications with Litecoin developers. So if you are interested in coming on the show, unfortunately we cannot because you probably don't like us anymore.
I don't care. I don't want Litecoin people on here. Anyways, you got anything to add to this one, Rob? Besides the obvious?
No, it's just another domino. And
Follow the money. I say it all the time, but I'll keep saying it again.
like you said, eBay today, Amazon tomorrow.
Apple Pay the next day.
Yeah.
Man, we going places, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys aren't excited about being in the space now, as early as we are, then what the hell's wrong with you?
When's the last time you bought something on eBay?
Long time ago.
Like,
I'm not a big
do
eBay guy,
people
man.
still auction on there?
Yeah.
Because I know it's all like the buy now thing.
Amazon just destroyed eBay.
Yeah,
Like,
they did.
ripped it to shreds. And
eBay
eBay never kept up.
eBay had a good start. They had like a good running start on Amazon, and
Then, oh boy, Bezos came in.
you know what it is Amazon's platform's like streamlined and it's like clean and simple. And you type it in. Like if I type in microphone in eBay, like good lord,
70,000.
yeah, you're gonna get like little kids like microphones, karaoke machines. You're gonna get like it's gonna be a nightmare.
I agree. All right, let's move on. Some Metaverse news. Metaverse altcoin Decentraland launches world's biggest virtual fashion show where they will feature your boy, Big Rob, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You going to be one of the models?
Let me get a stage. Let me get a stage. Boy, gonna be strutting, right? Be coming out. You see the model face? Then you turn. Then you turn. How you like to walk? How you like my mom?
Yeah, we're going to have so much fun in Miami.
Are you
bro.
supposed
I'm
to turn
stoked.
left or right when you get to the end?
Not a model. I don't know. We got any models in the chat? Let us know.
Is
When
it
you
left
pivot,
turn or is it right turn when you hit the end of the stage? I think it's left turn.
I think if you just don't fall, that's what they're looking for.
Okay.
Uh,
That's the ladies that fall. The guys never fall because they're not wearing heels, bro.
yeah, but that's an unfair advantage to the guys. Put a guy in heels.
No,
they'll
hats
freaking
off
fall.
to the ladies. Y'all is out here strutting it up. You got the one foot in front of the other with the hips shaking and them big ass heels on, and you got lights in your face. And you know that stage hella slippery, man.
Yeah.
It's got that gloss on there. Like, hey, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all better than I am, bro.
That's right.
I do got that look, though.
Not a lot to be better than Robin, though. Let's get back to the article here. We haven't had story time yet, Robin. Maybe you'll come up with some. All right, let's go back to the article here. Virtual gaming marketplace Mana Decentraland is set to host the first ever Metaverse Fashion Week. They just give a acronym for everything. MVFW. The Metaverse Fashion Week. Decentraland will host 4 days of virtual runway shows to exhibit AI, fashion, and wearable tech in the form of NFTs by some of the most recognized fashion brands in the world, including Tommy Hilfiger, Selfridges, Cavalli, Eli Saab, Vogue Arabia, Guopay, and others, according to a new press release. I can't believe you didn't give me crap for how I said Tommy Hilfiger.
I wasn't even listening.
You weren't even paying attention, bro. Man. What is wrong with you, dude? God. HP, you see what I'm dealing with, bro? I try to tell you over the phone. It's on here. You don't believe me? This is what happens. All right.
Who wears Tommy Hilfiger anymore? When was the last time you went to the mall and like
Gotti wears Tommy Hilfiger? He doesn't.
Bro. That's like 1998, bro.
Yeah.
That's like that here in Vegas. Okay, let me tell you something. Here in Vegas.
Story time?
Story time. Let's go. Story time.
Poor baby.
All right. So here in Vegas, you know, we see tourists all day long. Let me tell you something. Y'all over there in Europe are way behind in the times because every time you come over here, you have 3 options for your shirt. You got one is a polo shirt by Ralph Lauren with the giant horse guy on there. Nobody wears that no more. You got Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger. Nobody wears that no more. And then the worst is you wear some automobile brand shirt too. You got the Ferrari logo,
yeah.
Or you got like a Porsche wallet, like
Lacoste is a big one too. The alligator.
Oh man, and it's like I'm like stop. Yeah, I saw
Somebody
walk behind me the other day with a super rhinestone Ed Hardy t-shirt, hella tight with a beer gut. I'm like, bro. You are 45 years old, man. Go buy a Tommy Bahama, not a Tommy Hilfiger, bro. What are you doing? I'm just saying, I love my Europeans. Y'all good at cooking. You got the croissants, the sandwiches, the bread, the butter. Amazing.
Not the fashion.
The fashion, y'all create the fashion, but y'all don't wear it right. It's all fucked up, man.
Thanks for that story time, Robin. Let's get back to what matters. The news. Let's get back to the article. There's one more line I want to highlight for you guys. The immersive fashion show will take place in Decentraland's new luxury fashion district and will feature a futuristic-looking catwalk. It will also host pop-up Metaverse shops and after parties. Speaking of parties, the club's been closed, man.
When's the last time?
I don't want to like drop the number. I don't want to go backwards.
No, we can't go backwards. It's 21. It's 21.
Come on, man. We're trying to open up the club. Like, what do we got to do to open up the club? We got to incentivize people. What else do we got to give away? Robin's left leg? Robin's toe? All right, how about this? You get us to open up the club, I will personally chop off his middle toe on his left foot, and I will mail it to you.
Bro, I'm letting you know, we ain't giving out $100 next week if we don't open up the club this week. On Friday, we giving out $50.
Okay.
So if all of y'all here watching this thing, I'm letting y'all know, if we don't get this thing up to 21 people on Friday or one of the days this week, we're doing a $50.
We closing the club. Wait. Yeah, the club will be closed, but yeah. So right now we're at $50. $50 in Bitcoin for this week. Could go up to 100. We'll see. I mean, that's pretty fair. 21 people is nothing. We already have. Oh, we have 7 now.
Hey, we got little Caddy up in the crib.
It's not Lil. It's Lily. What's up, Lily? Welcome back. All right. Robin, what are your any thoughts on this? I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
The Metaverse. That's one
fashion show.
That's cool. It is what it is. Told you. No, I'm not too impressed. It's good for the.
You're not too impressed.
Good for the space. Who the hell is actually gonna be watching that though?
Maybe I will.
Okay. You're gonna be sitting at your computer screen with your mouse and keyboard, like, oh, look at that.
I'm gonna have my VR headset.
It's not compatible, bro.
Okay.
It's not compatible.
I know. When are we gonna see that, man? I feel like that version of Metaverse where it's just you and your computer's kind of whack.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have your mouse and keyboard and like a bag of Cheetos on your chest, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's nice, Tommy Hilfiger shorts."
You know what, man? Any advancement in crypto and metaverse, I think, is great. It's only going to open the door for bigger things. This might be something small, but it might be the catalyst. It might be the gateway drug to the metaverse.
You remember when everyone called marijuana the gateway drug?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
And they're like, well, we're like, well, it doesn't kill people. We're like, well, it's a gateway drug. It can kill people. You start with that. Be like, well, how about you throw alcohol in there too?
Yeah.
What drug addict have you met that hasn't drank alcohol? Like, what person has smoked rocks before? Hasn't smoked cigarettes? You get what I'm saying? Like, you can apply that to anything. Yeah. And that was the dumbest narrative.
It was. All right. You know what's a good narrative?
What's that?
Minecraft. Microsoft's Minecraft goes Web3. Now, if you don't remember, Minecraft was bought out by Microsoft for a staggering lot of billions of dollars. Microsoft's Minecraft goes Web3 with NFT worlds on Polygon. You know what? This thing absolutely freaking exploded. Look at this. 11.65 floor price for something that was minted. Let's see when this thing was minted. This thing was minted.
Why don't we pick some up now?
5 months ago. 5 months ago, minted, and now it is currently sitting at 11.6 Ethereum. So this is essentially, if you want to buy land in Minecraft, NFTs, this is the way to go.
I think that's a good investment, bro.
I agree.
You want to buy one?
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Talk about it after. I'm going to have to sell some.
I don't know. I'm not as deep in the NFT world as you are. I mean, I'm aware of it. But I'm aware of the power of Minecraft and its community. And this could be one of those things where you remember when Bored Apes were blowing up, people are like, "What, Bored Ape for 20 Ethereum?" Now look at it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just saying it might be
So let's read the article here.
Go ahead.
The sandbox-style video game Minecraft, released back in 2011, is getting a Web3 update thanks to a few developers which are unaffiliated with Microsoft. NFT World is a project built on third-party Minecraft servers with a Polygon-based overlay. The NFT World's blockchain layer on Minecraft will allow players to access Web3 features such as an online shop where they can buy items for their Minecraft experience using the World ERC20 token. So essentially, it's a utility token, and this is a tweet from NFT Worlds. In-game world purchasing transactions and the play-to-earn world layer will be rolling out soon. Completely frictionless, no gas required to spend or transact the token in the NFT world. And then there's a demo video here. You guys can go check that out. In the case of NFT worlds, the NFTs are pieces of virtual land. There are 10,000 different worlds varying in appearance from snowy tundras to forest islands to massive volcanoes. That sounds pretty cool, the volcano one. The current floor price, which we went over, was 14.5 Ethereum. This article came out so about 3 days ago. So it's dropped. 14.5, and now we're sitting at 11. So dropped that 3 Ethereum.
Is there
$9,000?
Is there a chart for these like there is for Coin Market Cap, where you can kind of check the price? Oh, there it is.
There you go. Last 90 days, last 14 days, and last 7 days. Yeah, it got all the way up to almost 18 ETH. Oh wow. That's pretty big.
We should do TA on one of these one day.
Yeah, right. Well, here, TA, we have a squiggly line here. It looks like that'd be the worst TA ever. So, Robin, you're a big gamer guy. We know how big Minecraft is. My kids play Minecraft. They spend money in Minecraft. What kind of potential does this have, not only for Minecraft, but for the Metaverse?
Okay. Let's just say we did pull the trigger and we bought one of these. I don't think it's a great long-term hold. I think it would be a good short to medium. And the reason I say that is because this is built over top of Minecraft. So it's not partnered with Minecraft. Basically, you just had somebody use a server in Minecraft, build a world in Minecraft, and then they just overlaid this NFTs over the top of it. So it's not actually integrated into the Minecraft game. Now, you could access the server, play Minecraft there with your world, but they're not integrated. So Minecraft's got a big community, so I could see this pumping up. I could see excitement coming out for the potential, but I don't think it's a great long-term hold. But hey, money's to be made there, man.
So what do you consider long-term?
I would hold this I wouldn't hold it for more than 3 months. That would be
Really?
my thing. I think if you bought that now, not financial advice, by the way, but if you bought that now and then you held it for 2 months, waited till it hit, it was at floor 15, you said, right?
For the highest?
Yeah, what was the highest floor?
Got up to almost 18.
So exactly. You buy at 11, you wait till it hits maybe 20 Ethereum, you double your cash, and you get out. And like I said, if it was sponsored by Minecraft and that was in their NFT portfolio and they were going all in on NFTs, I would say like hold that shit till whenever. But
Nick said check out Map of Zones. Is that an Ethereum based NFT? What is it? Because I'm looking on OpenSea, I couldn't find it. So let us know if we get time. We'll go over it. All right. One more article, and then we are done with the talking points. Reese Witherspoon set to produce movies based on an Ethereum-powered NFT collection. Oscar winner and Hollywood A-lister Reese Witherspoon's production company is planning to launch a series of TV shows and films featuring women in the male-dominated NFT space. Yes, I absolutely love this idea. We need more women, not just in the NFT space, but in the crypto space in general. They will develop feature films and a television series based upon the Ethereum-powered NFT collection, World of Women. While the crypto and NFT space, this is Reese Witherspoon talking to Variety magazine. While the crypto and NFT space is largely dominated by men, there are inspiring leaders like World of Women creating incredible communities for women during this massive shift from media and technology. So I decided to pull up the World of Women NFT, and you can see here, absolutely solid projects, had over 54,500 Ethereum volume traded. And you got floor price sitting at 8.64. What's big for me is owner to item ratio. Anything over 50% is good. We're right now at 51%. Just like, we talk about on tokenomics with coins, anything over 50% of the total supply that's in circulation is good. Same thing with NFTs, but in this case, you're talking about owners versus the amount of items in the collection. So this is kind of what it looks like. So this is the power of what NFTs can do. The people that say NFTs are just pictures. NFTs do nothing. I can right click and save. Well, guess what? Your NFT, if you hold the World of Women NFT, your NFT could be featured on a freaking movie or TV show. And guess what? Guess who gets paid in royalties? That's right. The proud owner of that NFT. So it's more than just a picture. It's a community. It's got so much potential depending on what kind of projects you're investing in. Extremely bullish on this. Robbie, got anything to add?
Power to the women, man.
Yeah.
No, honestly. Women have been at a disadvantage. No, let's not kid ourselves. Throughout the history of time, there's been a ton of movement towards equality, and we are making leaps and bounds. And you know what? We need more women in every space, especially the male-dominated spaces like cryptocurrency. So happy to see it. We need more of it. We need some women in our up in here, man. We need to hire somebody. Feel about like add a third desk over there with the lady.
We got no room for a third desk. You mean a fourth desk? We have 3 already.
Maybe we can do a remote. You know what? Yeah, we'll work on that. Maybe we get a remote correspondent. Obviously we ain't got enough room in here, but
yeah,
we need more ladies in the space, man.
I agree.
So.
All right, we're done with the chitter chatter. We are moving on to part 2 of market analysis. Let's go ahead and roll it. So the first thing I want to look at, so this is the Bitcoin daily chart. I have drawn something called a symmetrical triangle. So typically with symmetrical triangles, the breakout is essentially 50-50. It can go up or it can go down. But what I want to talk about, and now this is true right now, but this candle, the big green one here, does not close in for another 4 hours. So if this stays the same, this is what we call a bullish engulfing pattern, which is a great reversal indicator in when it comes to Japanese candlestick charting. And it's even bigger, and it's even a bigger deal when it engulfs more than one candle. So what this means is that this long green candle engulfs the entire body of the previous red candle. And on top of that, it engulfs the entire body of the one before that as well. So this is considered extremely bullish, especially when it comes in a downtrend. I know we've kind of been accumulating sideways, but the major trend of Bitcoin is a downtrend. So we can see here, so this is great. Again, it can change when the day closes and the numbers finally come in. The price could be pushed down, but we don't know. And then on top of that, we have the symmetrical triangle here. Now, my bet is the next trading day, we're kind of going to come down here towards this right here. Towards a 40,600. We'll bounce around, and then eventually, once we get closer to the end of this triangle, we should see a breakout. Whether that's to the upside or downside remains to be seen. Apparently, Leon thinks it's going to crash.
We got some late arrivals. Hello, Bizlord.
Bizlord.
Yeah, Hendy's back. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, Hendy?
What up, Henny?
And Leon. So welcome back.
Welcome back. So, Robin, you got any thoughts on this little candle patterns here?
I think we're due for a breakout. Say Wednesday. So 2 more candles.
I think we'll see more of a breakout closer to March 10th.
March 10th.
We'll see. Yeah, typically you get to the end of these triangles before you see a breakout, but hey, anything can happen, especially with what's going on in the world right now. At any time, great news can break out and people will FOMO in. Bad news can come out, people will FOMO out. You just never know. But strictly looking at technicals and taking news away, very bullish on the candle formation and very bullish, in my opinion, on this symmetrical triangle. So let me go back to the market here. I wanted to take a look at something. I wanted to take a look at Uniswap. So I know Uniswap's been pumping over the last 6-7 days. We are up almost 10% over the last week on Uniswap.
Uniswap is such a great buy. You know, it was trading over $30 last year, and it's launched on the Polygon network, so it's significantly cheaper. It's the .1 DEX in the game right now, outside the top 20. It was in the top 10 before, and on top of that, we got the ETH 2.0 or the ETH proof of stake, whatever the hell I want to call it nowadays. The upgrade is coming, which is going to, you know, a lot of people aren't transacting with Ethereum right now because of the gas fees, but gas fees go down, more transact, because most people are just using Ethereum at the moment. Majority of the congestion is for NFTs. So I think we're going to get a shift back into DeFi with Ethereum, and we all know who the king of DeFi is on Ethereum, and that's Uniswap. So I think it's a great buy. So
what are your thoughts on this chart?
What's up? What is this? What chart is this? Is this Pancake Swap?
Cake token. $6, bro. $6.
They got
$6.68, man.
They got really good staking rewards.
Dude, it got up to almost $44, dude. Like $44 back in April of last year. People were saying Pancake Swap, the cake token, was gonna go up to like almost $100. And then it just absolutely crashed. Obviously,
for me, my investment interest, if I had to pick one, I would go Uniswap. And the reason being, well, there's multiple reasons. For one, you have Binance. Okay, here's the first reason. Binance Smart Chain. it ain't easy to use, man. When I say easy to use, it's not easy to convert it because you got the BNB token. You can't use the BNB token on the Binance Smart Chain. You got to. So I don't know if there's different ways of doing it, but the way I was doing it was when
swap it.
I send it over to my Trust wallet,
Yep.
convert it in my Trust wallet,
Yep.
and then connect my Trust wallet to PancakeSwap.
Yep.
Pick up whatever tokens it was, take it out of there, send it back to my MetaMask. It's a lot of damn work. Now the fees were cheap, so I mean, all of that incled was maybe like $1 or so,
Yeah,
$2.
Transacting on the Binance.
Now,
Smart
so
Chain
it's
is super
efficient. Oh, Yellow Beard, what's up, bro? So it is efficient as far as payment, but not efficient as far as functionality, and it's just kind of confusing. And then both the smart token, the smart contract token, and the BNB token, they look the damn same too. One's black, one's white.
Yeah. And
I'm like, man, and one's BEP20, and then the other, it's just really it's not user friendly. So that's one. And then second, you have a lot of issues coming up with Binance across the globe. There's been a lot of regulatory concerns with the EU. They've also been catching some pushback from some of the Asian countries as well. So, it's so with that said, you on the other end, you have Ethereum, which largest community, the largest DEX. You got Uniswap, who is more than a 3x away from its all-time highs, with a network that's about to upgrade and drop the gas fees. Why the hell would you use PancakeSwap if Uniswap is comparable on gas fees?
Yeah.
Now, how low the gas fees will get on Ethereum, that's to be seen. So I've heard different numbers. I've heard, it's gonna be less than $1. I've also heard it's still gonna be $20-$30 to transact. So we'll see. But
what are your thoughts on Terra Luna? That thing is pumping.
So a couple things on Terra Luna. They did invest $1 billion into Bitcoin in their treasury. So that's for the Terra Foundation. They also had a couple big partnerships. One with the sports franchise. Who was it? Manchester United, right?
And you.
Yeah. And so they're making big partnerships. They're investing. They got really good staking. They just did They just moved some more of their treasury cash into a fund that is providing staking rewards. They have some really lucrative staking rewards, something crazy like over 10%. And I'm not exactly sure what platform or how you do it, if you just use their own network. And you see that UST is freaking booming, man.
Tether. I mean, true.
Yeah, the UST, their stable coin.
Yeah.
That's where all this price action is coming from. I mean, right now it's like the perfect storm. I think Terra's gonna have a pullback, my opinion, before the end of the week.
I mean, it's when you pump that hard, you're definitely due for a pullback.
But the thing is people are stable coining to buy, and they're stable coining because of the fear of the market. What's the fear and greed index? Still under 30, right?
20.
20?
Extreme fear.
So anyways, people are stable coining. So you're going to have a big movement. People are either going to get back into their positions, start buying tokens again, in turn selling their UST and acquiring another project, or, I don't know. I think it's definitely time for a pullback, but yeah, $1 billion in Bitcoin. They just scooped it up. It's a lot of
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That is a crap load of money. Yellow Bear, what's up, my dude? I think that'll do it. That'll do it for our show today.
Is it?
That's it.
All right. How many likes did we get up to?
How many
We got to 18 likes? We got to 18 likes, so not too bad.
18 likes. There's only 8 people in the chat, though.
Yeah.
So I'll go, before we sign off. Guys, we need you. We need you tomorrow. Sin City Crypto will be back on Around the Blockchain on Bitboy Crypto. We will post, follow us on Twitter at Sin City Crypto 1. We will post a link to the video there. Come check it out. We'll see you
Hey,
tomorrow.
last time we only had like 2 people in the chat putting +1 in.
Let's
there
go,
for the point
baby.
System, man.
Let's go.
Everybody show up at BitBoy Crypto.
We're going to blow up.
At his Around the Blockchain. Put a 1 in the chat so we can get some points. So that way I win the damn thing.
Yeah.
And then I can shout out my Sin City Crypto Community fam.
That's right.
I'd be like, hola!
We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.